When a customer on Google does a search, Google must rank the ads. The things it looks at the bid amount, that is, the amount that the advertiser says they're willing to pay. Now, all other things being equal, bidding more means a higher ranking. It looks at something called the quality score, which is a measure of Google's perception of the relevancy of this ad to the query. And it looks at the context of the search. So, for example, it looks at things like, where is the customer located, the device used, and the time, etc., to see how relevant that customer is to your ad. So, for example, if you're in London, but the advertiser says they only want to advertise to people in Ireland, then it won't show. The ad rank recalculates every time an ad is eligible to show. So every time there's a search, Google in the background completes an auction and then produces a list of results. That means that every time there's a search, the results will fluctuate and you'll get a different result each time. So let's take a look at a real world example. Here is a search for Sophie the Giraffe, which is a popular toy. You can see that Google has ranked this Amazon result above the John Lewis and Boots results. The one on the left-hand side is the one that's the most likely to be clicked. And it is ranked Mamas and Papas over Jojo Mama Baby. So I think we can say from this that in this case, the Mamas and Papas has a higher quality score and or a higher bid than Jojo Mama Baby, and similarly with Amazon. Important to remember that the highest position on the page, which in this case is the higher ad here or the left-hand most shopping ads, will be the result which is clicked on more. And results which are much further down the page, say over here, or in extreme case down the bottom of the page, will not get clicked very much at all. It's like many things on the internet, it's very much a kind of winner takes all situation. Google uses a 3-stage process when calculating the ad rank. Firstly, when someone searches, Google identifies all the ads with keywords matching that search. That could be keywords, or in the case of shopping ads, it's whether Google thinks that there's a good match between your product and the search. From within those search, Google ignores any that are ineligible. For example, those have targets from a different location. So as I mentioned, if you're in London, but the advertiser has chosen not to advertise to London, then you would be excluded. And of these remaining ads, only those with sufficiently high ad rank may display. So it could be that there's 5 people looking to display, but only the top 3 results will show. Now, the ad rank is a combination between the bid and the quality score. What is quality score? Quality score is Google's measure of how relevant ad is to the search. So it looks at a number of things to calculate this. It'll look at the historical click-through rate of an ad. So if your ad is clicked often, then Google will think that's very relevant to the search, and it will begin to show it more often, and you will begin to get better positions for lower bids. Ad relevance. So Google will analyze whether the ad content is relevant to the search query, and also the relevance of the landing page. So Google will analyze the landing page's content, and it'll see how relevant it is to the search. So, for example, if you are bidding on a competitor's brand name, you're bidding on Apple, for example, Apple phone, but you're an Android phone, it could be that people will click on the advert, go to the page, but not buy anything because it's not relevant to the user's search. And that will mean that over time you will get a lower quality score. Finally, let's look at how Google charges for ads. Google uses something called a second price auction system to calculate how much an advertiser is going to pay. What that means is every time there's a search, Google runs an auction between the relevant ads to decide who is going to get the top position. This is a worked out example here. So position 1, their maximum bid is £4, and you can see that is above the next position, which is bidding £3, but that top bidder will only pay 1 pence above the bid of the second placed ad, so they'll pay £3.01. Similarly, ad 3 is bidding £2, and that means that position 2 will only pay 1 pence more than that, so they'll pay £2.01. So you can see you only pay 1p more than the bidder below you.